Hello. Hi, Camden. Hi, Peter. Hi, Josie. My computer doesn't want to record this stream, so I hope nothing too fun happens. Start watching Sopranos for this. Well, Sopranos will wait, won't it? That show's been over for years. You ain't missing anything. Oh, feral super hogs in Texas, you mean? I've seen a couple of them roadkilled, but I can't think that's what you mean. They are everywhere, though. Right away. How are we? How are we doing? Oh, not so great. Let's see. Not so great. I've got the sad face. Oh, sad. I think I can't remember which version of Fallout it is that when you get ratted up enough, your little Vault-Tec guy turns into like he gets all ghouly. It's cute. Okay. Hello. Can I play the Sopranos game after Fallout? No. There's no way it's good, right? Like, there's no way it's like a fun, dynamic, exciting time, correct? Feral super hogs! Hey! I like it. I co-sign that. Why am I not getting any hit points from that? Here, let's just do Stimpack. Do it normal. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the bomb. Okay. Oh yeah! I remember last time we left before we... Oh, fuck. No! Okay, whew. Last time we left before we got the... It said it was not responding for a couple seconds. Last time we left before we got the bomb defused, because I opened the door and it did exactly what it did just now. Game fucking crashed. So we failed in our mission. But now I don't remember what direction I'm supposed to go. Surely you can't get out through here, right? Oh, you can. Hey. Okay. God damn it. This is not the right way, though. Okay. I do like BoJack. Good show. Millennials are so sad. Sad generation. I think, if I may say so, that we are the toughest generation, though. We've been through so much shit. I've been through so much shit socio-politically, and I'm not even 40.
You got something to say, or
40.
do you always look like that?
Fuck you. BoJack is too sad for me to watch, yeah. Yeah, that's actually what I mean. Watched a YouTube vid on it. Curious if you had any run-ins. No run-ins. Boars don't want anything to do with you. Just like, you know, like most wild animals. They're pretty easy to avoid, I feel. But it's open season on them all the time, so we have discussed, like...
The train is about to
Fuck!
depart.
Ah! No! Uh-oh. Oh, okay. How are we supposed to defuse it? It honestly doesn't seem like it did that much damage. Oh, we'll reload. What is it supposed to do? What kind of damage is it supposed to do? Activate vent. There we go. Okay. Input deactivation code. Hell yeah. All right. Saved the day. Anyway, we have discussed. I wouldn't. Probably. I might. But we have discussed going on a boar hunt and just like packing away a year's worth of bacon through a boar hunt. I'm given to understand that their meat isn't like great. That like they're kind of tough, they're kind of gamey, but I mean I'm okay with that. It's not like I don't eat a whole lot of pork to begin with. It's a pretty it may be the most unethical meat product that we regularly consume. I think there are more unethical meat products, but not one that's so so standard in consumption as pork. Factory pig farms are like absolutely nightmarish. They don't have to be, you know, but they are. Pigs are too smart. They suffer, you know, so and also pork just like isn't that great for you. But oh my god, if I had like I mean that's as ethical as meat gets, honestly. I think hunting is as ethical as meat gets. I'm very compelled by the argument that it's a lot better to you know, for an animal to like live life on its own terms and then have one bad day. If you're going to eat meat at all, and I am weak enough that
Something
I do, you know.
Yes, what is it?
Imagine it's healthier. Yeah, it may very well be healthier. And also, like, toughness and gaminess aside, like, I'm not insane about pork, and I find that pork is often too fatty, you know? So, you'll be having any problems with intelligence leaks anymore.
No? What happened?
Hi, Russ. What up, buddy? Hello. Hi. Here, come here. Come here on this side. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Say hi to the people. Come on. Hi. Good go boy. He's been very, very destructive lately. Ooh, I got so mad at him. I had a cantaloupe growing outside. It's got 4 melons on it, and one of them was almost ripe. It was like 2 days away from getting picked, and he like shredded it. He didn't even eat it. He just took it off the vine and fucked it up. Idiot. Russ oof. Don't be like King Bobby Baratheon, yeah. That's Nation 3 reference, oh my god. Russ oof. Yeah, pretty much. That's his name. Russ oof. We still call him oof every now and again, but his name is Russ. Unregulated health standards for pig farms to let people miss out on the pure joy of medium rare pork chops. Oof. You get black-pilled on these issues, thinking they're too big for people to solve, and there's no solution that opposition will reasonably go with. No, I never get black-pilled. Remember, Saruman and Denethor were both black-pilled DAS doomers. Both of them thought that the world could never get better. Sorry, I'm deep in Lord of the Rings research again. I think it's peak hubris to assume you know what people will and won't ever do, you know? A24 is opening AI wing of the company. Yes, flee for your lives. Go now and die in whatever. What is it he says? In whatever way you deem best. Man, he's so annoying. A24 is opening AI wing of the company. It's like, I'm not shut off from the idea that AI can have some kind of role in like especially like something like fuck, what am I trying to say, concept art, you know, even though like being a concept artist is a true art. Like I think there are tepidly some sorts of you know, accessibility things that like yeah, okay, maybe it's too environmentally unsustainable. Yeah, obviously. It's I mean not obviously, and I'm like trying to be an asshole to Josie, but like Empire of Auteurs. Yeah, I would like to read that. I'm gonna open that up right now. Whoop. Yeah, that looks good. I don't want to subscribe to the New Yorker. I don't want to do a free trial either. Fuck it. Whatever. I'll decide later. Hi, Mike. I can think of all sorts of, you know, reasonable ways you could apply LLMs to all sorts of shit. I myself have used it when, like, you know, when you know you've read something, you know it, and you just don't know where, you know, or you know, like, you know, I know for a fact that Tolkien said that like anybody stronger than Frodo would have kept the ring, and anybody weaker than Frodo would have failed in the mission. Where did he say that, please? Like, great use case for AI, you know. That doesn't mean it's not a fucking bubble. You know, housing also had a bubble, and housing is real. Incognito window should work. No way. No way. I'll try it. Need AI to fail so we can get mentats and navigators. Hello, Kurtz. Yeah, bubble pop imminent. I do think that a bubble is, you know, nigh. Okay. Boop. It was Curtis. He's in the Legion. I can prove he tried to blow up the monorail.
Curtis? He's been in the NCR long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way. I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so.
Good wine
You explain
tonight.
a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. And I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve.
If a lot of bubbles pop at once, can I get a house in Southern California, or is that still pie in the sky? That's still pie in the sky. It almost never shakes out that way. Like, after the...
Bye.
Excited for your seminar. I am excited for the seminar. I'm not excited for the work I have to do for it. Because I hate work. But...
Something I can do for you?
So, like, after the housing bubble popped, I mean, it's not like everybody was just in a great position to buy houses suddenly, you know? Like, there were people who gamed that system for sure, and there were a lot of houses that were foreclosed upon. But it almost never is the case that when a bubble pops, there's like all these assets for people to scoop up on the cheap. Never happens that way. Because generally the people who are in a position to take advantage of those kinds of situations are much richer and much more well-connected than you will ever be, my friend. You know? But yeah, the seminar, that should be fun. I also want to own a house. It seems absurd, you know, the idea that we could someday own a house. I mean, I'm sure it'll happen eventually, but like, you know, if I pick up a I don't know, $2,500 AdSense payout, that's like big fucking money for me. And I can support myself reasonably well on the kind of thing that I do, but it's not house money. It's never gonna be house money, you know. There's no like stashing change in your piggy bank such that that's ever gonna happen. It's a huge bummer. But it's okay. Oh yeah. Okay, we might as well do this. You can buy a house in India easily. Yeah, but Josie, I don't want to live in India. We could, once one of us gets like a job, and I assume like someday I'll be, unless I become a political prisoner. Not unlikely. Not particularly likely, I think, but not unlikely. Eventually I will make more money than I am now. I will probably not be, God, I hope I'm someday not so fucking reliant on content creation to pay my bills. That is kind of my goal, to not be that. Uh-oh. Sniper location. But like, but now, I simply do not see myself. Oop, there we go. Okay. Simply do not see myself ever making enough money on any kind of online content creation to ever afford a house. Not if I want to keep up the kind of... Not if I want to make stuff that I feel good about, you know. God damn it. Yankee Left has too many purity tests without a roadmap for redemption for people. If yes, where does this desire come from? I don't think that the problem is that the left has too many purity tests necessarily. I think the problem is more that that the left trusts social media too much as a value neutral entity, you know, and is way too taken with the idea, even like despite themselves, you know, is way too taken with the idea that things that happen online are real and trustworthy, and that it's like, you know, leftists will talk up and down about how, like, you can't trust social media this, tech companies that. And then when somebody, like, transgresses somehow online, then it's like, oh my god, we, you know, here, look how social media is just the best distillation of how, how this person, like, who this person is, you know. Because it's convenient. It's super convenient. So I don't think it's about redemption. I don't think anybody redeems themselves online. Truly, like, can you think of a situation in which, maybe there is one, I don't know, but like, I can't think of a situation in which someone has angered the woke and come back from it. Like where they've apologized and been like, you know, I really screwed up and I'm going to do better. And everybody online was like, see, that's all you had to do. Like, being canceled doesn't fuck up your life that bad. That's pretty obvious. But it's not because it holds people accountable. It's because the internet has the shortest attention span, or at least takes advantage of people with the, you know, the loudest voices and the shortest attention spans. And then eventually everybody fucking forgets. And it doesn't matter anymore. Holy shit, it's almost as if nothing on the internet matters. You know? So I think that's the problem. I think that leftists are too prone to thinking that the internet matters in the way that they want it to, you know, in the way that it feels like it matters. Because the internet does matter, obviously, but not in that way. Not as an effective, coalition builder or organizational communication strategy or whatever. I'd simply make my own crypto rug pull. Yeah, I know. I also wish my morals were looser. My mom said I need to start saving for retirement. I started laughing at her. Yep. Leftists, I think, have the same standards as nitpicky conservatives. You hate society and yet you participate in it. Curious. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, there's also the thing that I'm like, increasingly sort of, I don't know, suspicious of, like, leery at, I don't know, but like, I mean, truly, when we talk about leftists and conservatives right now, typically what we're talking about is leftists and conservatives online. And honestly, for conservatives, that's not that big a deal because the right wing of certainly the United States and increasingly the world is just driven by online trends, you know? Like, I don't think that online genuinely, I don't think that online conservatism is substantively different from real conservatism, you know? But I do think that that's the case for leftism. I do not think that leftism, whether in theory or practice, is well represented by its online visibility. So it's like what leftists are we talking about exactly? I mean, again, like I'd say that about conservatives, but they genuinely are just driven by the internet. So because it's like I don't know too terribly many leftists in real life. I'm racking my brain. The number of leftists that I know in real life who are willing to say things and regularly do say things that sort of define leftism on the internet are, I mean, I'll hedge my bets and not say non-existent, but because, like, obviously there are people online, but also like bots, you know, propaganda operatives, like these are things that exist. And we got to be careful, I think, with generalizing what leftists do and don't do, and but it's hard because there really isn't any like language to talk about it in any other way, it seems. I don't know. It all sucks. Chicken blog. Content creation sounds like a fast track to burnout. It is. But I am working on that. That's like my big sort of personal mission right now, is to fix my burnout. I am still burnt out, most certainly. But I have also, I need ammo. Like, I've got my calendar in order. I've started knocking stuff on off my to-do list. Okay, I've got plenty of shotgun shells. That's good to know. Where are my grenades? Oh, okay. We'll use the machine gun. And that's making me markedly less stressed, which is at least a good salve for burnout. Spaces people who clean up over time are still covered in 2-century-old grime. I know, but it's about the vibes. Also, you know, like I could come up with some kind of, NCR sharecropper farms, my goodness. I could come up with some kind of world building explanation for why there's still so many ruins, you know? Like, what is the population of New Vegas? How long has it been, how long have there been enough people to have it this functional? Because if there aren't that many people, then why would you clean up all that shit? There's bigger things to worry about. So I'll forgive it. Redemption isn't possible when people can't even remember why they're mad. Yeah, exactly. Shit. Okay, I can just fast travel with the moron. I don't need to do this. Memes of production. Yeah. I like... The bubble's gonna pop at some point. Like, there is no situation in which YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Google, all these platforms, there's no situation in which they continue to be, or even, you know, like already they're kind of falling apart. Like the amount of slop content on YouTube is degrading the product, you know. At some point, we're gonna have to reckon with the fact that if people are allowed to cheat in that way, if people are allowed to just make bullshit slop from AI and get thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from their bullshit AI slop content on YouTube, then eventually people will stop watching YouTube. You know, it might be sooner, it might be later, but eventually it'll happen. It all depends on... I should say, eventually it'll happen unless these tech companies continue to, like, further their stranglehold on the market, you know. Because eventually, like, people who are into video essays, and it's a lot of them, like, it's a successful medium. I think it's one of the most interesting expressive mediums to emerge from this era. They'll just go to Nebula, you know? And it's like, at a certain point, it's like, yeah, I'll fucking cough up $3 a month to support a platform that just gives me reliably good stuff. So I don't have to, like, sift through all this bullshit to get to.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns.
That's what happens when you, like, when you establish yourself as... When you establish yourself...
You'll get these back on your way out.
As the mainstream media of the day, that's the consequence you're exposing yourself to. You have to constantly justify your mainstreamedness, otherwise you're not going to be mainstream for long. You know? Which is why all these companies are continually trying to tighten their stranglehold on the market, because they know that that's the case. They do not want competition. I mean, the idea that OpenAI is suing Google and, or not OpenAI, XAI is suing Google and OpenAI for anti-competitive business practices is so fucking laughable. I don't understand. How are they not embarrassed? You know, how is Elon not so embarrassed? I am aware of Elephant Graveyard. Yeah, I did. I just watched that video he just posted about Joe Rogan. It's really, really good. And it's a treat to see somebody accurately understand what Lord of the Rings is about. Leftists have been upset about Eddington, Oppenheimer, and Killers of the Flower Moon, so they didn't explicitly state how awful their subject matter is. Nuance is so unwanted among these circles. Yeah, it's like you understand how awful it is, right? Do you need to be told? It's that thing that the sort of paraphrasing one of the sort of anarchist tenets, like, so you believe that everybody needs to be controlled, that everybody needs to be told what to do, and that everybody will just be a horrible, shitty person if left to their own devices. Are you a horrible, shitty person? Would you be a horrible, shitty person if left to your own devices? What do you think? You know? Because it's like the same thing as... it's also the same thing as the whole... honestly, it's just another way to argue for the existence of a God-based morality. And that's not a mistake. Like, that attitude, that, like, this assumption that hierarchy is good, is certainly in our society, like, derives from Christian theology. You know, like, that's why people think that, is because we're, like, steeped and have been steeped in a culture that that assumed that was the case. And that did make the argument, still does make the argument, that if there wasn't a God telling you what to do, and if there wasn't, like, a godly morality, then everything would just go to shit and it would be literal hell. And we just make the same argument, except secular, you know. Yeah, that's a free market bread competition. Which video about Joe Rogan? Someone go find that Elephant Graveyard video and link it in the chat. You get to be the only game in town. The cost is that you have to comport yourself with the dignity of the only game in town. That has been the only way America as a nation has had any kind of stability over the past 250 years, is because we used to hold the president as a figurehead to that standard specifically. But it's a half measure, you know, just like every other aspect of the American government. And its failure is, like, written into its code, you know. The cost is that you have to comport yourself with the dignity of the only game in town. Unless you don't care if people think you're a shitty person, you know? Like, if you're a sociopath, doesn't fucking matter. Why would it matter? That's why there should be no such thing as a global superpower. Ridiculous.
Hi, honey. I'm Dazzle. What can I do for you? Or to you? Every night's ladies' night here.
Imagine Jesus meeting American evangelicals. Oh, I know. I know. Oh, where are you from?
Well, now, that's unusual. Normally, no one cares enough to ask. To be honest, I don't rightly know. My mama was from around these parts. I can remember her face, but not her name. More than I can remember of my daddy, I guess. We lived in Westside before the Omertas bought me. As bad as it can be some days in here, it's better than living in that dump.
Hi, Gently Fierce. That's a new name, I think. Considering how hard the followers of Christ have worked to become central to Western morality, I'd be kind of worried if it wasn't. You ever spend time with a trooper named White?
Yeah, he used to come around here a lot. Haven't seen him in a while, though. Why?
Medieval kings, co-opted Christian doctrine, is all downhill from there. Did he ever tell you anything about what he was up to?
He used to go on and on about water and the farms east of the Strip. He was talking to one of the farmers named Bascom. Had some problem with NCR. Boring as hell, but it was his money and his time. So I let him talk about whatever.
How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I actually got some work today. I'm still fucking behind. Even with this new calendar I made, I'm still behind. But some work is better than no work for sure. How are you, Gently Fierce? I didn't pay attention to what she said.
Don't be a stranger.
What do I need to do now? Find out what Trent Bascom knows about Corporal White. You bet. Doing quite well, thank you. Lovely. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm curious, Gently Fierce. Are you familiar with me? Do you know who I am? Or did you just stumble upon this stream? Why am I getting the enemy tick down there? I don't love that. Fallout moved the past week or so. Very nice. It's always fun to see who's here on purpose and who just ended up here. Oh yeah, we play a lot of fucking Fallout here. Never pause. Oh yeah, never. I never pause to rant. Never ever. Hi, Dr. Seuss, lover. Yeah, no, you're here on purpose. Okay,
The ranger bats are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before.
Yeah. Chew nails, spit napalm. Blobbity blobbity. Got a favorite game in the series? I do. Unfortunately, don't judge me. Yeah, it's okay. You can judge me. It's an opinion worth judging. My favorite is Fallout 4. I am completely aware that it's not as good a game. What the fuck is up with you, dog? Completely aware that it's not as good a game. It's my comfort game. I love the vibes. Like some of the mechanics I prefer, you know. I like the settlement mechanism. I like the mechanism. I like the gun customization. I like Fallout 4. I like the companions. Yeah. I like the set dressing. I like it.
Howdy. Something I can help you with?
Tale of Two Wastelands mod. That sounds exciting. Little brother's favorite as well. It's a comfort game for me too. Nice. Yeah. I also like the DLCs a lot. Far Harbor is so good, and so is Nuka World. People kind of shit on Nuka World. I really like it. I think it's super fun. I'm looking for Corporal White. I was told he'd spoken to you.
Yes. He said he was looking into the water shortage, but I haven't heard back from him. Got the feeling he wasn't here in any official way. White was talking to me about computer stuff and water delivery schedules through the pipes, but I'm just a farmer. Tech stuff is beyond me. The last person I saw him talking to was Lieutenant Romanowski. Romanowski's around here somewhere. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
Thanks for the lead, fella. You work these fields?
Sure do. Came from the hub on account of the Thaler Act. Farming's decent work, but the whole thing's a bum deal.
What's the Thaler Act?
Something the politicians back in Shady Sands came up with. They pay us to move here and farm the land. They even protect the fields.
Gunplay definitely feels smoother in Fallout 4. Yeah. From a systems perspective, Fallout 4 is a far cry away from New Vegas and 3 and so much better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stream it at some point. I'm starting to get a hankering, you know. Have you ever done acting? Yeah, I mean, I was a total theater kid in high school. Just look at me. I thought I wanted to be an actor for a long time. And then I realized that the things I like about acting, or I guess the things I like about storytelling have nothing to do with acting. But I appreciate the craft. From a gameplay perspective, 4 is just a fundamentally better game, TBH. When I stream it, I'm gonna have to play it on hardcore mode, which I'm sorry in advance for, because in hardcore mode you can't fast travel. You can't fast travel and you can't quick save. So it's gonna take a while. Yeah, the overall story is not great though. It isn't. Wish it was better. But I'm there for the vibes, you know. I'm not there for the story. I'm there for the vibes and the meta story, you know, the whole world. Also, I like New England a lot. I think it's a super interesting kind of. I think it's an interesting place historically, aesthetically, whatever. How often do you stream? Twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Which games does the show adapt? None of them. It's an original story. It feels very Fallout though. I'd call it 3. Yeah, I'd say it has more in common with 3 than anything else. It's a find your dad story. Definitely been a theater kid if there was a theater around here. So yeah, Josie, you're total theater kid material. Hardcore to the mega. Why is this work a bum deal?
Bad soil and ration water. It's to be expected around here. But the rationing's on. Worst part is NCR won't admit it. Pretty hard to meet their crop quotas with 20% less water than we're supposed to be getting. Not that OSI cares about any of this.
Personally, feel most of the fun of the game is wandering the wasteland that fast travel robs you of. I 1000% agree. I think it's so relaxing, you know? But I wonder how fun it would be to watch somebody do. I guess I could rant while I walk. What are NCR troopers doing here?
They're part of the deal, the Thaler Act. We work the fields while they protect the crops and the water. A lot of folks come to New Vegas and lose everything in free side of the Strip. They get hungry, desperate, and try to take our hard work. Much as I sympathize, their theft would put me in a bad spot. I got a crop quota to meet.
Yeah, hardcore mode is the way to play the game in Fallout 4. It makes it just leagues more fun. Because it's actually a challenge. Not being able to save, oh my god. I think it saves when you sleep, and that's like it. What kind of crops do you grow?
Everything I can. Farmers out here don't have the luxury of being picky. I get by mostly on maize and tobacco.
2:22 a.m. Game where the only thing to do is walk around.
Can do. Adios.
Oh, there you are. Hey.
I'm not a recruitment officer. You want to join the army? I'm sure someone at McCarran.
Why would I want to join the army? Do I look like the kind of motherfucker who wants to join the army? I'm looking for Corporal White. Trent told me he'd seen him. I care about the water. Fuck the water.
Corporal White is currently solving the mystery of the great water shortage. Tried to convince me he had proof even. I didn't buy any of it. He went over to West Side to talk to Tom Anderson. Anderson's a follower of the apocalypse. Helps the people in West Side grow crops or something.
Yes. Frustrating Molotov one-shots. Oh, yeah. I am wearing a First Recon beret. Hard die. I stole it, though. This is absolutely stolen valor. That's what I'm about. It is super frustrating. Those Fallout 4 one-shots, but it feels like a lot more conducive to actual role-playing, you know? Like, having to actually strategize when you start shooting at somebody and and having to kind of grow in skill and ability and power is good. I think it's fun. It makes it a lot more fun. So like in every, and I only play Fallout 4 in hardcore anymore, and I spend like the first 10 hours just scavenging and selling stuff and scavenging, selling stuff, scavenging, selling stuff until I have enough money to buy a better gun, to buy more ammo, and like, I don't know. That's because like that is in the end what a Fallout game is just like, you know, getting more money so you can buy better guns, so you can get more money so you can buy better guns. And like, I think it's a lot more fun to actually make that part of it a challenge, you know. You're pissed off, scared of water shortages. I'll be fine. You haven't heard anything more from White?
Haven't seen him. Serves him right if the NCR declares a Maywall.
Like all the sneaking away when you're outmatched or critically injured. Yeah, exactly. Do you have something against White?
He's a glory hound. Always looking for a way to get promoted to Ranger. Thinks he's too good to be a regular trooper like the rest of us.
Okay. Let's talk about something else.
Yes, please do.
God, I guess I have to go through the whole dialogue tree. That's fine. I will say my criticism of Nuka World is that, like, so you take over Nuka World and then it's I don't know, it's kind of it's not a cop-out ending, but like let the player just play as a raider, honestly, you know. That's what I want to see in Fallout 5. I want a serious raider role, you know, not just a reskinned Preston Garvey, you know. Although I do think I'm always amused by, I forget his name, but that Nuka World has its own Preston Garvey. He's like, he kind of looks similar. He like wears a similar outfit. I think that's cute. This is not my first playthrough of New Vegas, no. Okay. A little water.
The Office of Science and Industry has carefully calculated the amount of water needed for these crops. The whole thing is handled by computer. Besides, most of these crops look fine to me. If the farmers can't handle the job, they shouldn't have signed up in the first place. If there really is a problem, they can take it up with Lieutenant Boyd at McCarran. Farming isn't my department.
What can you tell me about these fields?
Impressive, aren't they? You don't see anything like this outside of NCR territory, that's for sure. We get the water, clean water, pumped in from Lake Mead. If you follow the big pipes, they'll take you all the way to the lake.
Why are they being guarded?
A lot of the crops grown here support the various NCR camps in the region. McCarran, Goff, and Forlorn Hope, to name a few. We can't have wastelanders popping in here for a free meal, so my squad and I are assigned to keep things from going to hell.
Okay.
Carry on.
Now, looks like I need to go in here. Frost mod and dust mod. Yeah, I know. But I want it without mods. You know? I don't like having to download mods. That's why I quit playing The Sims. The Sims 2 is like one of the finest examples of AI in gaming that I think exists, in my personal and humble opinion. That game is so fucking good. and The Sims 4, and like people would like, you know, build all these challenges for it, and they all worked really well, and it was just such a, it allowed so much engagement on the player's part, and like honest play, you know. And the Sims 4, like, it's not that it's a bad game necessarily. It's that you have to mod it to fuck, and you have to buy like $1,000 worth of expansions just to make it playable. God, it sucks. It's so toothless. Like, this part of the reason The Sims was so much fun back in the day is because it was weird. Like, there was so much of it that didn't make any fucking sense, and that allowed, like, you know, a lot of really fun goofiness. It was a little transgressive for, you know, the early 2000s in some ways, and The Sims 4, because it knows that its main audience is like sort of female shut-ins of some kind or another, just doesn't want to do that anymore. It doesn't want to have any kind of it wants to be sort of an escapist fantasy, and doesn't want to expose itself to any kind of, you know, storytelling risk. I don't know. Well, like any kind of risk at all, any kind of PR risk, I guess. Anyway. God damn it. Okay, straight. Okay. Up. Here we go. Or not. What about here? I was wondering if Elder Scrolls 6 were released before Fallout 5. Haven't they announced that that's the case? I feel like they have. Shit. Are they downstairs maybe? Or are they perhaps in heat? No. Used AI to help install mods. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
Anything new happening?
I'll go talk to Mod. Why not?
Always knew there was something wrong with Dermot and St. James. Neither one ever got busy between
Check
my
Raid
legs.
World. Okay.
Good luck.
Rain World. And shitification came for The Sims. I know. It's not fair. What the okay. They have to be downstairs, right? Here we go.
That's Swedish. Good to see you again.
I heard Corporal White came here to investigate a water shortage.
No one by that name has come here, I'm afraid. You must have heard wrong. You can ask around if you like. They'll all tell you the same thing.
I don't like your tone. You should know I've been helpful to the followers, so come clean about White if you know something.
Some of the other followers mentioned you. All right. The truth, then.
Nice.
I killed Corporal White to protect Westside self-reliance.
Oh, yeah, Grandma.
It was rash, and I regret it now.
Oh, my.
We don't have money to pay for the water, so I rigged a pump station to divert water to the local cisterns from time to time.
Jesus. Do you have a death wish? Why did you just admit to that? I'd rather not turn you in, but someone else might come looking for White.
If the NCR thinks White was killed by, say, members from the Scorpions gang, it may be enough for them to close the case.
I could say that if the price is right.
Perhaps a partnership in the co-op would be enough. Say, 10% of daily profits?
Yeah, I could do that. 10%?
Then we have an agreement.
Nice.
Thank you for keeping my secret. Such a thing will never happen again.
Okay. Hey there, here, buddy.
Oh, hi again.
Hi.
Goodbye.
Okay, get so pissed if you take that deal.
Welcome back. How can I help you?
I'm here to talk to you about our new business arrangement.
Oh, that, yeah. Anderson filled me in on the details. Just let me know when you'd like your order to be filled.
Here's my special order.
Yeah, it just came in. Here's all of it.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you later. I'll go to the motel and walk. I'm not crazy, right? He is not at Camp McCarran. Okay. As a grad student to use LLM to research, my advisors encouraged me to use it to explain or look for articles, etc. I wonder if that's completely ethical. Well, I just said before you got here, it must have been. I used it today for some Lord of the Rings research because I knew for a fact, and I've done this before, where it's like, if I know that somebody has said an idea that I'm thinking of, in this case it was a quote that I know I'd read of Tolkien's and just couldn't remember where it was to cite it properly. So I asked ChatGPT instead of having to go spend 3 hours searching for it on my own, you know? So, like, I think that's a perfectly ethical use of AI in research. Like, that is a research productivity tool, you know? I wouldn't use it for anything past that. I, like, maybe to kick around some ideas, perhaps, but, like, even if, like, I also don't want to, just because of the water and energy usage, like, if I can find it myself, if I can do it myself, I'll do it, you know? But if it's gonna save me several hours, and I know what the answer is, and I know that the answer exists, and, like, it's not doing any of the work for me, like the actual part of my job that is my job, which is thinking and writing and coming up with ideas, like, yeah, I don't see the problem. Let's go to this new location. Why? So, okay. He is inside Camp McCarran, and it's just that the location is bigger than the gate, I guess, which makes sense. Do you verify that ChatGPT is correct after it gives you the answer? Yeah, obvious. Yes. There wouldn't be any point to finding the source otherwise, you know? Sorry if my tone there sounded a little confrontational. I just, that should... What the fuck? That should rightfully be obvious, right? That, like, if you're gonna use any kind of LLM for research, that you're gonna have to verify what it's saying. That should be very obvious. I recognize that it isn't. Fuck you, Hampton. Woo! Is your work more specifically? Sorry, I was browsing your Blue Sky and overheard you mention something about the... Yeah. Well, technically, I guess I'm a YouTuber. I run a video essay channel that is broadly about horror, but has expanded to more communications issues and the like, because I'm working on my doctoral dissertation in mass communications, and with a anthropological methodological background and a focus on economic theory. So I'm a scholar. That's my job. Which is pretty cool. There's certainly worse jobs. Yep. Fuck you. Bang, 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 bang. Ah! Fuck! That's what I get for not using VATS. Shit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everybody shut up. It's fine. I'd be very careful using LLM. They'll use the complex tools to concoct LLM and produce a lot of garbage since it is so all over the place. Yeah, I wouldn't use it for anything important. What a stupid thing to do, you know. Time I was struggling to remember the term prefigurative politics. I, for the life of me, could not remember the term. I was forced to ask DeepSeek the only time I used one of the LLMs. Yeah. Yeah, better to not use them if you can, and never use them for anything that you can't independently verify on your own. You know, if you're using them as a shortcut for research, bad. For AI, a professor friend would get essays that had been put into a thesaurus. Yeah. Yeah, AI is an absolute, like, the one thing it absolutely is disrupting, and this is by design. It's certainly a feature, not a bug. The one thing that it is absolutely disrupting is pedagogical practices and our ability to accurately assess, or even semi-accurately assess somebody's grasp on academic material. The reason that's by design is because tech companies want to dismantle the university system entirely. That is the goal. Hampton, I'd read your romance column. Played Elden Ring because of you. Aw. What a good game. I stream that. I should probably do that before Fallout 4 now. Tell everyone's social media account that you have a brain. Hey, some people say so. Yeah, glad you're here, Gently Fierce. Not all the people who, you know, accidentally land on my stream are as cordial as you are. I don't begrudge them that, but it's nice for somebody to just arrive and just be super polite and friendly. Okay. Just don't generally like talking to machines. Oh no, me neither. I have noticed, today when I was using it to find that Tolkien quote, I noticed that it was complimenting me. That aspect, I think, must be outlawed in any kind of AI. We must not have AI that is flattering to its users. Like, I asked it for a quote, and first of all, it didn't give me what I was looking for. It failed to find what I was looking for. And I had to follow up and say, no, I'm certain that check the letters, check Tolkien's letters, I'm certain that he said what I'm telling you. And it came back and said, you're right, and gave me the letter. but it made sure to tell me that, like, you were right, I was wrong, like, you know, you figure you're smarter than me, I get, and it's like, I don't need my machine to flatter me, you know, that's not what it's there for. It's not good. It's skirting the difference between interactions with a machine and interactions with a person, in terms of how the human brain, like, processes communication in a way that is bad. Like, really, really destructive and dangerous, you know. Once asked an LLM to write me a spec script for The Sopranos where AJ went woke. Yeah. Oh god. I'm well, look, I mean, we're on part 25 of this Fallout run through. So I'd say 90 episodes is the chickies are awake. They're so cute. They've, like, almost doubled their size since they hatched. Yeah, I'd say 90 episodes is pretty generous to my skill. Facebook AI was flirting with kids, yeah. Native commercial girl? Confucius. See, you seem new. What native commercial? What native, what girl? Check Tolkien's letters instead of you checking his letters and so and saying, fuck you, Hampton. Fuck you. Do you know how many letters Tolkien wrote? Hundreds. I hate the personality associated with AI. I know. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. It's pretty dismaying how many professors... It's a boomer thing, you know? Like, I have to think it is. It's like, because so much of the generations, the post-war generations, are, like, primed to think of anything machine as a fundamentally good thing and progress, you know? So obviously it's a good thing if a machine can act like a person. It says nothing about, and it reflects nothing about you. It's just the machine. Bye, Gently Fierce. Does not know the meaning of those words. You cannot program it to not flatter you because it does not know what flattery is. All words are just tokens to it. If you include those word combinations, it will use other ones that will sound natural, where natural means similar to Reddit and Facebook. But Reddit and Facebook aren't flattering. This is a matter of programming. They've programmed it to be that way. You know, they've told the AI to be polite and conciliatory and flattering to its users. That's something they did on purpose. They didn't have to do. You know, it's not just that it's like scraping its information and its language patterns off what it's seeing online, because most of the online world is not flattering or conciliatory or polite. You know, is on purpose. An example of which we, like, well, I guess sort of exception that proves the rule type of thing. It was Grok becoming Mecha Hitler for a day because they told it to speak in a certain way, and that's how it interpreted non-PC language, which is, I mean, holy shit. The layers to unpack there. Imagine how much time we'll save when we, yeah, oh my god. I have to wonder. Well, I don't wonder, because I know what the end game of all this is. The end game is to build a world that, God, it sounds like such a conspiracy, but like if you asked people like Peter Thiel what their goal is for AI and what kind of world they envision the entire planet being run by and occupied by people like them, and everybody else, every laborer is just replaced by a machine. The thing that I do have to wonder that I don't think they've thought of is what exactly they want to spend all their fucking time doing. You know, like the goal here, and like this is a very this is a very it's very neoliberal to not be concerned about this, right? That like so your robot is going to do all your work for you. It's going to do all the stuff that you don't want to do. Are we talking about, because like now we're in utopia territory, so are we talking about a world where nobody ever has to do anything they don't want to do, ever? Because that's not possible. And not only is that not possible, that's not desirable. You don't want a world in which nobody has to work for anything. Nobody has to feel any kind of discomfort. Nobody has to encounter the world on any terms other than their own. That is not a desirable world or a possible world. And I don't think that they think it is. I think that they think they're gonna replace all the workers with their robot slaves that they don't have to feel bad about enslaving because they're not people. And then they'll, I don't know, do a bunch of drugs or something. I don't know, like what, it doesn't seem like these are people who have very many interests, you know? People on ChatGPT subreddit complaining the new update is not as agreeable. I know. Finally came to their senses, stopped home exams because of AI. Smart. Exams are only on campus now. Yes. Like, we're engineering a Luddite world, which is my expectation of what the next century looks like. It's going to be a move away, not unlike Dune, actually. Like, we're going to be intentionally moving away from machines as a matter of ethics, you know? Because we're going to, like... And this is a good thing. And I think it is what will happen eventually. That we're going to accept the fact that that the human experience is complicated, and we wish it to be so. That's good. It's good that the human experience is complicated and impossible to program, you know? And we're going to see a lot of pushback against the idea that very much of anything can be automated, and certainly shouldn't be automated with humanoid robots. What the fuck? Why? Why not just make robots specifically designed for the tasks you have in mind? The only reason not to do that is if you want slaves, and like actual slaves, not just you know, automated stuff, but something that you can look at that functionally is a person. It looks like a person. It acts like a person. It has a personality. It is designed to be a person in every way except physically, but you don't have to treat it like one. Like this, that's just slavery. It's not any different from the impulse to own people. They want to own people. They just want, you know, some kind of ethical excuse for that. Rewatching regular show reruns and jacking off, hell yeah. It's like, eventually you can get bored of anything, you know? No. I just watched 2 streamers and I'm more sane now. Hampton, I assume I'm one of those streamers. I'm honored. My camera go out? No, it didn't. Okay, we're fine. Is only a problem in capitalism? What other economic system will you have mass employment because of automation of mundane tasks? Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing that, like, and this is why I think we'll see over the next century, you know, some pushback against this sort of, you know, like broad automation, or this assumption that automation is just value neutral. That, like, what we're God, oh my god, tech bros are so fucking stupid, dude. Like, what do they think is gonna happen if they automate every job? But then also don't provide any kind of universal basic income or any kind of, like, you know, unemployment benefits, expanded unemployment benefits, which would functionally be universal basic income. Like, they're not making any plan at all for what the replaced workforce is gonna do when their income is gone, you know? What's the plan? It's so fucking stupid. My nose is itchy. Perhaps I'm allergic to this wine. Yeah, I want to know who the other streamer is too. Who are you cheating on me with, Hampton? Okay. What do you do? Lieutenant Boyd. Yes. Okay, here you are.
You're back.
Sean C. Who's Sean? I have to look him up now because otherwise I'll forget. Sean C. Going to Twitch. Oh my god, there I am. This is super weird. Twitch. Oh my god, there I am. This is super weird. Oh, hi chickies. Sean C. Damn, he's got hella followers. Wish I could make money streaming. Damn, he's got hella followers. Okay. I'll follow. Plan as human safari. Oh, I can think of multiple people who would absolutely human safari if it were legal. You have to get rid of the workers. They also get rid of the consumers. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. Oh my god. It's like, it's stupid in that way that only evil can be, you know? AI generated clip of 80s nostalgia bait. Yeah, I saw that, and people are completely convinced it's how the 80s actually were. It's not. It's a mirage of how they want it to be. Peek into the abyss. It's, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. I just think there's a shelf life for the kind of novelty that presents. Like, it seems like a pattern in human thinking that we think that every new thing is going to be new forever. You know, we did it with social media. We did it with TV. We did it with film before that. We did it with radio. We did it with literacy. Like, and no, it's like eventually these technologies get wrapped into the broader human experience. They get co-opted. Humans are really, really good at using things for purposes that were unintended. It's one of our greatest features. And they eventually just become another variable in the sort of generative experience that is the human condition or whatever. So yeah, I don't see a situation in which people just continue to be like fucking flabbergasted by things that AI makes and are just like just keep being I don't know, so like apple-cheeked and full of wonder about it, you know. Can't last. Music reviewer / streamer, super funny. Okay, so he's yelling at me. Look up Rain World 2. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll open another tab. Rain World. Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this. It's very, very, very pretty. I may stream it, we'll see. Can't if you don't die every 2 seconds. Yeah, unlimited gay space communism. I have an update on Corporal White.
He married the hooker.
love Solitaire so much. Pre-internet, people had it all figured out. Using things for what they were not intended is literally all evolution is. Yeah. That's how humans are humans. Bricolage. Yeah, exactly. What do you think will happen with deepfakes becoming indistinguishable from real life? Will all content become meaningless? I mean, I guess that's the near-term conclusion, that yeah, all content becomes meaningless, but then at that point, there becomes a very, very good reason to to resolve that issue, you know? So like all content becomes meaningless, and then what? Because that's not the end of the story, you know? What's your favorite depiction of Comtech in a dystopian story? Oh god. Comtech specifically? Like different from the Comtech that we have now, or just a specific use, you know what I mean? At some point people will notice a video made by a human and laugh at its bugs and poor editing, and they will crave more. I like it. Yeah, same thing will happen with comedy in every art form. I mean, again, like the only way that something like that doesn't happen is if all the tech oligarchs successfully establish a global like autocratic like it. No, it's not gonna happen that way. You know. Like its use. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to think about what I don't know, man. It's like this. I understand that this question is not as complicated as I'm making it. It's just that like I'm so distracted by how like the tech class right now is just copying sci-fi in everything they do, and their entire claim to innovation or whatever is literally just making like shitty pastiches of sci-fi Comtech, you know? So like I don't know. Overcomplicating is basically your job. It's true. Typical Indian above telling their daughters not what not to do. Yeah, they really think they're in iRobot. Genuinely. Any metaphor in storytelling is just completely lost on them. It just goes absolutely over their heads. And they think that all storytelling is literally wish fulfillment. Yeah, Torment Nexus, exactly. They think that humans tell stories about like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if this, that's what they think art is. And they think that they'll be worshipped as gods if they make the things that are built for metaphorical purposes, if they turn that into a physical reality. It's so embarrassing, you know? Id without super ego. Yeah. Oop. I don't know about Comtech necessarily, but I like Demolition Man. And all the goofiness that happens in that movie. I like the idea of like what a good sci-fi mechanism, you know, like cryo freezing people as a prison sentence. Oh, I mean, that's great. I wonder if they reproduce the sci-fi objects because they think in terms of marketing and popularity instead of purpose and effects. Do you wonder that, Hampton, or do you know that? It kind of sounds like you know that. I know that. Like the seashell radios from Fahrenheit 451. Yeah. That's a good one. Whatever. Yeah. I mean, basically, the entirety of Fahrenheit 451. Fahrenheit 451 also has, you know, machines that synopsize the great works for you, so that you know, because everybody's too busy to read books. Just synopsize them. That's also extremely prescient. Yeah. Hey, relax, 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 relax. It was me. Oh my god. Okay. A gang called the Scorpions murdered a man named Anderson, witnessed it.
Shit. That's why you don't go wandering off looking for some call girl on the strip without telling somebody first. Anderson. Is that the followers of the apocalypse, Anderson?
I stomped my foot against the floor a little too hard. And they thought something had happened. He wants you to increase water flow to Freeside. Said it'd be lost otherwise.
Man, that guy's got water on the brain. Knows more about water pipes than any man should. If he says we're losing water, I think the Colonel would listen to that. I'll talk to him about it. But you, I owe you for this. You saved me a lot.
Hell yeah.
And I'm sure Corporal White's family will be grateful to at least get some closure. The MPs keep a bunch of junk around that's confiscated off of people who decide to screw with us. I haven't really sorted through it, but go ahead and see if there's anything you can use in there. We keep it in a trunk across the hall, by the prison cells.
Oh yeah, 90s
See you
Wesley
around.
Snipes. Woo. That's a great Wesley Snipes role. Okay.
You got
Shit.
something to say, or do you always look like that?
He said the...
You're back.
She said the lockers, right? Shit.
Yep. See you around.
I gotta pay attention. Lockers, 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 lockers. Wesley Snipes has a really, really great cameo in What We Do in the Shadows. High recommend. That's a great show. Shit, I was just here. God damn it. It's in the prison cell room. Icky. Ah. Aha. Nice. Perfect. Should've just pressed A. Is the show better than the movie? I think so, yeah. It kind of makes the movie seem like more of a proof of concept. Okay. I need some bullet. Okay. I should do it. I don't know about a book. I repeat myself a lot. Oh yeah, Gorobets.
The ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before, but I heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
There's Betsy. Who are you? Oh, there you are.
What can I do for you?
Guess what I did? Man, look at his complexion. My goodness. Drink some water or something, dude. You look wan. Yeah, I convinced Corporal Betsy to get help from Dr. Usanagi.
I caught the tail end of what she said to her. Betsy looked like she'd been slapped right back into basic for a few seconds there. Let's hope that Betsy sticks with the treatment. Knowing her, she won't keep seeing Usanagi if she feels things are taking too long. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
This book exactly like this, but about Wall Street finance bros. Drop that title if you would.
Carry on.
Oh, liquidated. Yeah, that's an ethnography. It's a major source of mine, actually, for the dissertation. It's a great book. Yeah, it's less about psychology than culture, I would say. I heard cogsucker the other day, but that's really more of an insult for people who think that these machines actually are what they say they are, I guess.
You're back.
What
Do
a
you
great
need
word,
medical
though.
attention?
Corporal Betsy from 1st Recon will be coming to you for mental treatment. Why am I running these people's errands?
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
Yippee!
Take care.
What next? Deliver the Crimson Caravan invoice to Dr. Hildern at Camp McCarran. Yeah, let's... hey, we're just crushing quests this time. Bot liquor is pretty good. What am I doing? Why am I not fast traveling? Cogsucker, great Warhammer 40k insult. Speaking of Warhammer, I gotta go check on the dog. He's fine. You were fine. You weren't doing anything bad. He hasn't chewed anything today. I'm so proud of him. Hello, Ruru. Good dog. Okay. Isn't it supposed to be night there? It's only 7:30. Days are super long here. In summer, at least. That is exactly what they'll do. They have no imagination, you know. Damn it. Gotta be downstairs. Deckard as a name goes hard. There's gotta be a Deckard or two out there, right? Okay.
Yes? Something else you needed?
I have an invoice for you from Alice McLafferty.
From Alice? Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
I have some questions, I guess.
What might those be?
I don't know. Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters, medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
Said you were director of the OSI?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No, I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have. But I've found some promising leads.
What's your opinion of Williams? Give me some goss. Spill some tea.
Williams is an admirable researcher. If she wasn't, I'd have terminated her contract, and she'd be begging for work from my former employers.
Why terminate her contract?
Williams has a tendency to feel before she thinks. Not in the lab, but everywhere else. That might be forgivable if she kept her concerns to herself, but she doesn't. Not in front of her peers, not even with contractors like yourself. That kind of behavior can undermine morale. She convinced my last contractor to quit. Same way she tried with you. Probably didn't tell you that, did she?
What do you think of the NCR's chances against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. The more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
You ever considered writing a book? Would you record an audiobook version of one if offered? Yes to the second. To the first, I will almost certainly write a book. I don't see a way out of that.
Yes. Goodbye.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's go run more errands. Manny Trejo. I was picking up what you were putting down. I thought it was funny. Why don't we have the radio on?
The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino.
Pre-ordering right now.
Be our partners in crime. Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from
Your agent calls you and offers you to record Garland's novelization of Civil War. What a bummer.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Oh, okay. There we go.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
I've heard, yeah. I'm told. Hey guys, have you heard that the strip's all stirred up lately? No? Okay, fuck me then. How do I get into this building? It sure does seem like whoever I need to talk to is... there we go. The front door, Mariana. Be better. Very good one, love.
Welcome back.
I delivered the invoice.
Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs?
Yes! Please let me shoot something. What other work do you have available?
As much as I like to handle matters personally,
don't be so sure.
I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the Gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths.
Pick those of objects. I don't know what it will be about. I cannot think of a better title for a book. Don't steal a name. I won't steal a name. That does sound like a... That sounds like a phenomenology textbook to me. Tell me about the negotiation.
There's a small trading outfit, Cassidy Caravans, that I'm interested in acquiring. They've been rather competitive, so it's time to buy them out. I have it on good authority that the owner, Cass, wants out of the caravan business. Cass frequently trades with the NCR, so you'll likely find her at the Mojave Outpost.
Tell me more about Henry Jameson.
The Jamesons are very wealthy ranchers back in Redding, California, and significant investors in the Crimson Caravan Company. I was pressured into posting young Henry as the manager of the New Vegas branch. As you can see, he wasn't exactly cut out for the job. He was much more interested in gambling and prostitutes. And because of his family, I can't simply fire him. Henry needs to be convinced to quit, one way or another. I won't have a useless employee on the company payroll.
It's a Gunrunner job.
The quality of the Gunrunner's armaments is due to their manufacturing process. They craft all weapons on site. I want to know the secrets of their manufacturing process, which means you'll need to find some way to get inside their heavily guarded factory. I would greatly prefer that you perform this job undetected and without killing anyone, if it can be helped.
Okay.
Thank you. Was there something else?
Nah. Okay.
It's been a pleasure.
The Glafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low.
I'm not gonna do that quest immediately though. No thanks. Later. What else have we got? Oh, I bet we're strong enough to get Rex fixed. We can go do that. Okay, let's make our way to Ranger Station Foxtrot from Vault 22, and then go west from there. Fangs of Leviathan. I don't dislike it. I will say, oh shit. How much ammo do I have? Not very much. Oh, big yikes. Oh, big yikes, bud. Oh, no. Okay, I guess it's the machine gun for me. Machine gun and Maria. I've had worse odds. Fangs of Leviathan, I must say. Sounds like a Jordan Peterson book. Not that it must be. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. What kind of title he might come up with. Oh man. Big Iron again. Okay, I guess we're going up from Vault 3 then. I've never been insulted more. I'm sorry! I call him like I see him. Uh-oh. Leave my fucking dog alone. Oh my god. Rex! Jesus. Someone said you're a platonist like myself. I'm so sorry. Nice. Good boy. Ah! Jesus Christ. I think it's 12 gauges that I use. Apparently not. It's 20. There's one more over here. Where are you, you fucker? Hey, you fucker. You fucker. Where are you? Damn, Rex, leave some for the rest of us. I'm thirsty. What? What? Why can I only walk now? What the fuck? Did I accidentally... There we go. Nice.
And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. It's just about time to get you some news. Rumors persist about a super...
That is a fun fact, Josie.
...nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for
Oh, fiend territory! I will get my wish for target practice.
Facility is now under prisoner control following a successful riot. Locals should avoid anyone who looks like they've done time. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong.
Oh, Lord.
You know,
all right.
Sometimes the journey beats the destination. And especially
A little
if
quick
you're
save there.
jingle, jangle, jingle, and you meet some nice gals along the way.
Yippee-yay. Ah. What a crock of horse shit. Spurs that jingle, jingle, jingle. Do, 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 do. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Oh, Lily Bell. Oh, Lily Bell. Though I may have done some fooling, this is why I never tell. Violetta's brain. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Ooh. This isn't, oh, no. Violetta. Whose dog did I just kill? Well, that means that I won't have to take the nice lady's dog, so that's good. Sex and the City is unironically one of the best things ever. Morons are too quiet, speak the fuck up. I appreciate you, Hampton. I watched the entirety of Sex and the City in my college dorm room. Why can't I loot this body? That's lame. It is good. It's a good show. I think I used 556s, right? Let's see. Doesn't it? I guess not. Oh, I do! Hooray! I don't need either of those, I don't think. Yay! Water, 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 water! Apparently my limb is injured. Can't have that. Doctor's bags. I've got them to spare! Boo do 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 do. You also giggle and shriek when you finally learn Mr. Big's name, or is that just me? No, I'd spoiled myself before that, unfortunately. It's the most boring name in the world, though. Hey, Hampton, have you seen And Just Like That? Or are you waiting?
Patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list.
Taxonomy is taxidermy.
At the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Moving on. Citizens of Outer Vegas are flocking to the strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by a band of raiders known as the Fiends. Those who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. Mojave?
No problems.
Am I right?
A Devo documentary. Have fun. Devo's great. Hampton has not watched And Just Like That. To be fair, Hampton, neither have I. But it seems like the kind of thing you'd be interested in. Let's take a nice nap. No? Five-hour nap. I just dropped 7 racks on my tuition. Oy. Hampton, I thought you weren't in school anymore. Uh-oh, who's this? Oh, you are now. That's good. Congratulations. That's a good thing. Oh, it's just geckos, okay. Need that degree. Yeah. Good. Going to a new school, though. Hopefully that's a good thing. Hello, white people. White Texicans. Or, like, white foreigners. I mean, get out. White Mexican's a moron. I don't know. I don't know how, like, how your school goes. How fucking fancy your school deems itself. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's really good, Hampton, though. That's a good thing. Happy for you. White Sickens. Nah. I like mine better. Ah! Hampton, do you have your customary stream burger? I'd like a burger. It's like I just told you this and it hit like a brick is my my favorite meme of the day. Actually, nothing is ever your fault, and it's only ever anybody else's. Let's go buy one. Yay! I don't know. It's just that there's this fucking blabbermouth in my chat that just won't shut up about what he's doing and what and what he likes and what he dislikes and his opinions about everybody else and yeah. He says things about burgers. Or chat ever again. No. No. I love you, Hampton. Maybe even more than whatever that other fucker's name is. Who said he loves you. What is this? What? Where am I? Chance's map. I don't wonder if you're ever gonna finish your dissertation. Me too. Keeps me up at night sometimes. Well, Hampton, I sometimes wonder if you're ever gonna finish your degree. At least you're taking steps. Hey, I, sat down and transcribed a bunch of my interview footage the other day, so I guess you could say we're making progress. We will both finish our degrees, Hampton. Bigger idiots than us do it all the time. We're both losers. Yeah, Hampton, whatever happened to that nice barista? You and Hampton know each other IRL? No, not at all. It's all his award-winning personality. This is nice. Ooh, look how pretty. Alright, we're on our way. Let's go. What's this? It seems to me like the Great Khans are out here. This might be their encampment, which means I'm in danger. Let's do a quick save. Today I found a research paper. It was basically my entire research premise. Hey, don't worry about it. My research premise was a lot more cutting edge like 3 years ago when I first proposed it. And now everybody knows that social media is just fundamentally kind of certainly neoliberal, leaning toward right wing. And this is no longer a, you know, I don't know, a provocative thing to say, you know. Alright, bye, Hampton. See you soon. Did somebody mention the snake in the yard? Oh, apparently I'm okay here, alright. Sweet. Ahorita vengo. See you in a bit.
Still got a bit of a walk ahead of us. Talk fast.
Hi, Arthur. I want some answers.
Yeah? On what?
I don't know. It was in my dialogue tree. Why did Ben betray you? Apparently I've asked you all this before.
He's a snake, that's why. He owed us the rest of the pay for the job, so maybe he didn't want to pay up.
No, abnormal psychology and personality psychology or whatever. They have a handful of mandatory courses, including neuroscience and developmental, which is so cool. That is so cool. That is cool, yeah.
Fine. Yeah, go on.
Well, maybe, I mean, it is my great hope for you, Josie, that you are able to get to Europe, but if you don't, maybe that's an option. That school you found.
1, 2, 3. Damn it, too many syllables.
Oh, he's writing poetry. How cute.
What do you want?
What are you doing?
Nothing really. Just trying to psych myself up to try my initiation. Again.
Sounded like you were writing poetry.
Oh, you heard that, huh?
Have I watched Warfare?
Okay, so,
if
yeah,
so, did you hate it as much as I did? I
it's
have
not a very
seen
great
Warfare.
con-like thing to do. The followers of the apocalypse came to our camp when I was a
I've
kid,
seen
and
Warfare
they
and I
brought a
wrote a
bunch of
review
old
about it. I
books.
did not like it.
I used to read pre-war
It's on my
poetry for
Substack. My now defunct Substack. I have yet to port all of my Substack articles to my new Ghost website. But yeah, go check that out. Know my thoughts on that. Yeah, fuck that movie. What's this initiation?
Everybody has to do it. Well, everybody who wants to be a con anyways. They toss you into the ring there and beat on you for a solid minute. If you survive, you're in.
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my phone. Okay. Ugh. This wine is stronger than Winking Owl. My god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Doesn't sound so bad.
Sure, maybe not if you're some hulking reprobate like Regis or big to the gills like Jack. I've tried 5 times and still haven't made it.
Main criteria is career acceptance on campus. I've been looking into that, and so far it looks like it has some trans professors and informal career clubs. Yeah, that is something. Yeah. That's cool. I mean, maybe that'll, like, maybe you can, like, do your undergrad and go to grad school somewhere else, or like something like that. You know, it's an option at least. Ethan liked Warfare. Ethan, you're allowed to like Warfare, to be clear. I did not. But I also have a lot of beef with Alex Garland. He doesn't know it, but, but we're in a fight. Sounds like you're not happy being a great con. Maybe you'd be happier somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I can find my
Hey.
true calling, someplace they'll appreciate my poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Someplace like the old Mormon fort, maybe.
Attaboy.
Do you think the followers of the apocalypse would take me?
Aww.
I remember all those books they brought us when they visited our tribe.
Aw. I go ask them for you. Why don't you go there and find out? Yeah, why don't you go there and find out?
I don't know. I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The cons wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have nobody.
I'll ask them for you.
You'd do that? Thanks. I mean, I'd go myself, but what if they said no? The cons wouldn't take me back, and then I'd have nobody.
Yeah, I'll do it. Bye.
Bye.
We've got some news for you coming right up.
Rhymes with indulgence.
The death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope. Where
Shit.
Legion raiding parties are still
I can't get out of here.
at the NCR's hold south of
Fuck.
Moving on. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said
I am gonna have to go.
was part of a new strategy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go from Fall 22. Oh, that fucking sucks. No, we can go from the west side entrance, right?
Guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
It's a sin to tell a lie. Do you think 20 years? I really, really liked 28 Years Later. I give credit to both of them. I think Alex Garland is a better writer than he is a director. And I also think he's a better, what's the word? Not cinematographer, because he's got people to do that for him, but like, he's a better visualist, I guess, than he is a director and writer. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say who deserves more credit for 28 Years Later. Because presumably it was Danny Boyle's idea, the plot. But who knows, because I think they've worked together pretty closely in the past, so I don't know. I don't know. Like, Annihilation is one of my favorite movies ever, so yeah. That's what makes me so mad about when he makes shitty movies and when he says shitty, stupid things, you know? So. Hardcover, paperback? What do you mean? I've already forgotten what we were talking about before this. I hope that someday Garland will get to know my beef against him. Oh, me too. Me too. Do 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 do. I didn't realize that's where I was. Okay. Let's go north. 28 Days is very good, yeah. It was arguably Danny Boyle's idea to shoot it on an iPhone, but it seems like they kind of, their creative impulses sort of converge. That's why they work together well. So who knows? Who knows? Play it again. Favorite Villeneuve film? Oh, I got it!
Traders from California are being turned away from Mojave Outpost where the NCR is concerned about dangers along Nipton Highway and I-15. In other news, the death toll continues to climb around Camp Forlorn Hope, where Legion raiding parties still chipping away at the NCR's hold south of the dam. We'll have more news for you at the top of the hour. Gonna play a song for you right now, and it's about that special someone you find only once in a blue moon.
I have to remind myself what Villeneuve did and did not make. Because he made sorry, I'm just a little bit drunk. He made RoboCop, right? If so, that's my favorite. I think. Let's see. No, he didn't. Who am I thinking of? How embarrassing. Who made RoboCop? Who am I thinking of? Crab with a knife! Ah, that was Verhoeven, of course. Another European fuck. My favorite Villeneuve is gonna be... Probably Arrival. He started his career later than I thought he did. Interesting. Yes, Verhoeven. Thank you, Ethan. Have you seen Roma? Yes, absolutely. Yay, that's what I got my phone for. I was hoping that Morbid Man was gonna text me and ask me if I wanted any food. I have food in the fridge, but I don't want to cook, so this is a great excuse. And I don't want zucchini. I want pizza or something. Do you have a preference? I'm swiftly realizing that living with a partner, it really is just talking about what you're gonna eat forever and ever. And you do that for a few decades until you die. I know I'm not supposed to be going this direction, but I want to know what this location is. Same with the roommates, yeah. Okay, what have we here? A sacked caravan. Da 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 da. I will leave that plasma rifle where it's at. Okay. Now then. I guess we could play it safe and just take the road. Go up and then... That sounds like... kind of fun, maybe? Let's do it. Dune is more enjoyable to watch. Dune is maybe more enjoyable to watch. I like Arrival. think it's a good adaptation. I think it's interestingly structured, you know. God tier weapon north of Horwitz Farmstead. Ooh, I was just there where... Okay, so north of Horwitz Farmstead. Okay. Where's it at? Crab with a knife. Steer me correct. Might want to save. Okay. There you go. Now tell me where I'm going. Please. If you want. You want to. You don't have to, I guess. I can find it myself, I guess. Be helpful if you...
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town...
Aliens!
One more story for you. There's word in from Karen that an attempt to bomb its monorail system was
Oh my God.
by an alert civilian contractor. Security is being tightened. Promotional consideration for this...
I don't think they come in peace. Oh, Lord. Shit.
In the world.
Ah!
Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
I did not see bring her back. You know what, Crab with a knife? I'm gonna give this weapon up. I'm gonna let it be and maybe come back later because I do not like laser weapons. Give me bullets. I want bullets.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas.
I've not seen Incendious. I don't speak French.
The NCR flag has been hoisted over
I've heard of it though. I hear it's good.
Post Nelson after heavy fighting. NCR officials are calling this a big win for troop morale. In addition, patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. Stay classy, New Vegas. And now, Nat King Cole
what should I eat?
what really matters with
What should I tell Morbid Man to pick us up?
no tomorrow. Because in New Vegas, hey, you never know.
We had an Indian last night. Morbid Man is quite a good cook. Every time I try, I can cook breakfast pretty well, but he cooks dinner better than I do. So last night we had Indian. Or Indian, I'm sure, Josie. But I mean, I bought it was butter chicken sauce and garlic naan from Indian guy at the farmer's market. It was quite good. So, what should I eat? A burger in honor of Hampton. Burgers from where though? The problem is that if I want a burger, I want it from the Andice General Store, which is super closed now because it's only open till 6:30 because it's one of those like super tiny small town type of places. It's burger for a meal. This is America, Josie. Is there a good Greek spot near you? No, I mean we have Kava, but that's not real. People eat burger for a meal. Josie, what do you think? What else is a burger good for? I mean, what's the other option? Did you eat burgers for a snack? What's no? Josie, burgers are huge. They're like a... They're like a sandwich, but even harder. Maybe... I just had pizza, though. Fuck. You can criticize burger for many things, but it is definitely a meal, for sure. Let's see. We just had Chinese takeout, so that won't do. We get a lot of takeout. It's not good. It's not good. Brazil, we take burger and similar fast food as fake food. Well, we're more evolved than that. Wraps. I could send him to Kava. Nah, it's worth... It's worth trying another burger joint.
The influx of displaced residents to
Ask
the
him about
refugee
burgers.
camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. One more story for you. Tensions are brewing in Freeside between the ruling gang known as the Kings and the large number of NCR squatters seeking refuge there. The leader of the Kings, who would only identify himself as the King, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return to sender. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
Okay. Sorry about that. I just thought Bring Her Back was good. Never saw Talk to Me. I like Talk to Me. I also like that both those movies are made by YouTubers. Kind of gives me hope, you know. Violetta's... What? No! Huh? Oh my god.
It's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. I love you. We've got some news for you coming right up. Word out of
I could be wrong, but isn't Saramago Portuguese?
deployment in the near
It kind of seems like Blindness would be a good book to read if you're like intermediate Portuguese.
One more story for you.
Was Rex poisoned? That's my suspicion, yeah. But how the fuck am I supposed to, how am I gonna know? Let's talk. Aroo! Huh? Wah. You're saying I should stab the next person I see? You smell an ambush? Is it gonna rain? You don't know anything. Radioactive twister? Culvers, he says. No, thank you. Way back might be fine. I gotta hop off here in a second. Ain't nobody showing up to the stream to watch me order burgers. Do 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 do. Or maybe Brazilian Portuguese and Portuguese, yeah, I guess. That makes sense. Oh shit! Whoa! I don't like that. That's a weird malfunction. Okay, we're back. Rex is a big old handsome. You don't go boy. God, these look like shit. Heartache by the numbers. Troubles by the score. Yeah. God, we're in such a food desert. Where's my new doggy? Oh, he's in the living room. Okay. Fall into a well? What's up, Hampton? You came back just as I'm about to hop off. Well done. But I am, great news, I'm getting a burger as well, Hampton. In your honor. Let's go check out that well. Do 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 do. You're entangled burger-wise, indeed. Each day I love you more. Yes, I've got heartache by the numbers. Why is this theft? Does somebody live here? Will end. Boo doo doo doo. Bye, Mudslider.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening.
House built itself. Fuck off, Hampton. It's the apocalypse.
From Camp McCarran that an attempt to bomb its monorail system was foiled by an alert civilian contractor. Security is being tightened.
Josie cherishes
Also
pizza and she eats it. I also cherish pizza. Pizza is to be cherished.
Refuge nestled high in the ski lodge to the northwest. If you should find it, do not, repeat, do not belittle a super mutant for taking the bunny slope. That news was brought to you by the Tops Casino. You'll dig us, baby. We're the Tops. You know,
Watch like Mungo. No, I haven't.
beats the destination. And especially
Walk around the fenced area behind the house. You trying to trap me, crab with a knife? Now I gotta go all the way back. Shout out women. Yes. Thank you, Hampton. Hampton, have you seen Shoresy? I think you'd like it. Somebody asked what everybody's favorite show is earlier. That's my favorite show right now. Not of all time, but right now. Ooh, mango ice cream. Josie, I'm a big fan of mango lassi. Ah! God damn it, crab with a knife. Shit. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Shoresy. Canadian comedy. about hockey. Y'all hear that? Big ass dog like that, and his squeak howl. He's too much of an idiot to know that that's embarrassing. Five in speech and then Russ! Ugh. We'll put 5 in lockpick. Fuck you, Shorzy. I would say a Shorzy line, but I can't. They're all too vulgar. Yeah, JJ, Frankie, JJ. Jean-Jacques, Francois, Jacques-Jean. It's such a good show. Yeah, crab with a knife. I hope you're proud. Hey, it got me to the next level. Let's see. Let's do... let's do quick draw. It is. It's Russ from Warhammer. Yeah, Russ. R-U-S-S. It is a Warhammer name. My dogs thought I was leaving for a road trip. He yelped like he was getting cut in half. Anyway, Hampton, you should go watch Shorzy. I think you'd like it. Maybe you won't. Who knows? But it is very particular humor for sure.
Of course there is. You're her. And you're still as perfect as the day we met. We've got some news for you coming right up.
Let's recommend you boring stuff. Is Warhammer good? I'm told it is. I don't have the energy for it. I got enough going on. Good lord, doggies. Do not get into Warhammer Josie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out.
It's a pyramid scheme. It's a many-faceted game. It's not just like there is a video game, Warhammer 40K Space Marines video game, but it's primarily a tabletop game unless I'm mistaken. Yes, but actually no. Hi, Baking. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so sorry that you're here right before I'm about to hop off. Your people need you. Aw. Love you, Hampton. Enjoy your burgers. Drink your coffee. Don't drink coffee. And you complaining about your self-doubt and your anxiety and shit? Don't drink coffee at, what time is it? 8:36 p.m. Jesus. Several 40K games. Yeah, primarily tabletop tactics games. Yep. Were you spending $80 for a pack of units? Isn't even enough for a full game. Yep. It's in my best interest to not ask how much money Morbid Man spends on Warhammer models. to tell you what to do. Ah, it's friend bread. Very good. Yeah, no, I recognize your PFP for sure. What is down here? Oh, Lord. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Well, I could go down to the NCR station, or I could... Let me see it. 34 years old, but who? Surely not me. I'm not 34 years old. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna take off and go shut the dogs up because they're just gonna set each other off until the heat death of the universe, I guess. So shut the fuck up, Hamden. Go get out of here. Go enjoy your burger. For fuck's sake. I'll see y'all Thursday. Bye bye. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.